in for an exciting time with us for the next 1 hour. And may I request a few of you guys to please switch off the video because it will help everybody because of the bandwidth, it will help everybody else to listen to what we are saying. So once the session is over, then if you feel like putting on your videos, you can put it on. But I would still request, I can see a few people, Varsha, Rohit, Gaurav, all your videos are on. Please put it off. I'm sure we would like to see you after the webinar is over because it will help everybody to get connected and be able to, and thank you. I think most of you have done it. Yeah, the ones who are joining now, please put off your videos, please. It's a humble request. Great. So I guess I'm sure everybody would have celebrated Father's Day today. And I think there was a solar eclipse. What a better day than doing something like this on a day like this, right? So are you all excited to be here? Just raise your hand on the chat box if you are. All right. So that really helps us to understand your overall presence, because the idea is this is a presentation for the next 1 hour. All right. I'm going to speak specifically on two topics, okay, which is of high importance. Okay. One is, I guess, which is a burning question for everybody. Should I be doing my management program this year? All right. That's a very important question that a lot of people might be, especially the young students out there, think, I mean, COVID and everything else, does it really help me doing this? I mean, have so many problems. Everybody has a problem now, is doing a management program in this time a good idea? All right. So I'm going to, while I will answer that question, let me also give you a background on how we are going to take this program forward, this webinar forward, because I think we are all in a confused state of mind. Okay. And let me try and help you clear that clog that you have around your mind. So again, may I still request, I still see a lot of people on their videos. Please switch off your videos. Please switch off your videos. All right, so let's begin. So reinventing management education, right? So that's the topic, and I think we are pretty much suited to take this forward, because I think we've done a lot of back end work in terms of what we should be doing for our management programs. So let's start answering a few questions and understanding what we're doing. I hope you can see the screen. All right. Is it possible to have not committed any mistakes and still lose? Right? But is that a weakness? It's a question that we all end up asking ourselves. I haven't done anything. Why should I be suffering from all this COVID and everything? It's not my fault, right? But that's not a weakness. Okay, that is how life generally is, guys. All right, let's understand that. Okay, none of us wish to be in this situation where we should have been doing webinars, right? We should have all been probably now attending colleges, this is the monsoon season in Bombay, for example. We should all be out enjoying ourselves, but that's how it is. You really can't do much about it. Okay, so first thing is to accept this is the reality now. Okay, and let's understand going forward, we will have to make those adjustments. All right, so please get that thing clear. May I still again request people, please switch off your videos. It will help all of us, please. I am inevitable. What does the statement bring to you? I mean, of course, I'm sure a lot of people will recognize that face, and a lot of people who are Avenger fans will recognize that's Mr. Thanos himself, saying I'm inevitable. While he may have been the villain of the entire movie there, but let me tell you, he had a very clear message. And that message was that there's only one thing that is going to be very continuous, and that's inevitable, and that is change. All right. So let's understand that. Okay. Change is something which is inevitable. We have to live with it. And sometimes the change is very sudden, like the way we have it today. We will be in a position only to understand how this is going to affect us in the future. Okay, any change for that matter, okay, which comes into us is going to be very, very difficult to handle. Okay, and I'm sure a lot of people would have read it through your lifetime. others would have experienced it. Okay, especially history has a lot of examples where change has happened very suddenly, and it has really changed the way things have happened for people, right? The industrial revolution to start with, I'm sure we have, a lot of us were not even not us. I mean, even the parents were not born when this happened. All right. Then there was the World War I and II that we all think about and hear about. I'm sure some of our grandparents would have stories to tell you about, how they had to move around and things like this. These were all changes that happened in the world. The partition of India and Pakistan. Just imagine the kind of stuff that they would have overnight. Again, something very very similar to a COVID situation we have today. Overnight situation when people had to leave their homes. Just can you imagine that situation? You are all probably facing that today. All right. And the idea is we have to embrace that. You can, if you, the moment you start resisting change, it's going to affect you. The moment you are able to accept it and move forward, it will help us. Right. I think this sort of will tell you, as long as there are those that remember what was, there will always be those that are unable to accept what can be. All right. That's a very simple statement, but it's got a very grave thought to it. When we say that, this is what happened, this is what used to happen in our times, but this is very different from what we were expecting to happen, right? So people who have resistance to change, they will always remember the past. हमारे ज़माने में ऐसा होता था. I'm sure you would have all heard that. When your grandparents would tell you, now your parents were telling you. The thing is, a lot of people have that resistance, and the moment you are able to accept that resistance, you will move forward. All right. So the fundamental thing is, for example, I'll tell you something which you'll relate to. When iPhone came into the market, Steve Ballmer, who was the Microsoft CEO of Microsoft, he said, the iPhone will not have a significant market share. And today, maybe of course there are other phones which have taken over, but when he said that, he never imagined that an iPhone would capture almost 50% of the market share of mobile phones. Okay. Television, can you believe somebody said maybe around 60 years ago that television won't be holding any market as it captures, because people will soon get tired of a plywood box, because at that time the television was just a plywood box and you would hardly screen maybe a couple of movies or some songs or something else. That's it. But today, look at the number of TVs every household has. I think every household today would minimum have a TV or two, and of course, flat screens and small screens and everything else. Right? It's changed. Who would have? I mean, people ask your nani dadi, they would tell you कि हमारे ज़माने में ये सब कुछ था ही नहीं, and that's the change that has happened. Okay, to the extent, there was a time when the Americans introduced the telephone to the world. What the Britishers said? They said, telephone is for the Americans. We have so many horses in the UK that we have messenger boys who will deliver all those messages, so we don't really need a telephone. So these are changes that have happened, and only people who have accepted that have been able to move forward. I take a while to read this. We are all bad in somebody's story. Whatever you do, okay, you can do whatever you want to do, you will always be criticized, and that's something that we'll have to learn. Okay, even in today's situation, whatever one set of people do or one person does, there'll be a lot of criticism that comes, because you are going to be you're going to be a bad person in somebody's story for the simple fact that because what you're doing is affecting somebody else. But that does not mean we will not move forward. For example, even now, because of the COVID situation, there will be a lot of jobs which will change, completely change, radicalize. People will lose jobs, and that's a fact, because technology is going to take over most of the jobs that were probably being done by a lot of other people in general. All right, we will have a lot of. For example, I was watching something yesterday. One of the hotels in Dubai, okay, they had a robot which could actually do an omelette. Can you believe that? And not just any omelette, it could do a sunny side up. And that's it. And that guy who was probably the chef there, has probably lost the job of making up those omelets, and it did a fantastic job, and that's what it is. So that guy is probably cursing that robot, saying that I mean, because of you I've lost my job. But that's how it is. You have to be ready to accept those changes and move forward, because and you might be the reason why somebody is going to say, oh, because of you I lost my job, or because of you, I'm sure your parents would tell you those stories about where when the typewriters were changed, because and the laptops came in, and people had to lose their job because a lot of old people who were probably in their 40s and 50s at that time were asked to leave, because now they wanted the new guys to come in who could do a lot of other stuff within a smaller span of time, do it more efficiently, and they lost jobs. And I think they really had a bad feeling about it. Okay, so all these are things that are going to happen, and the idea is, how do we deal with it? Okay, and I think there is a very well documented philosophy behind it, and it's called the Kubler-Ross model. Okay, and it's a very simple 5-step thing which I think a lot of people should listen to, understand, because end of the day this will help you clear your mind. As I said, one of the first things that hit us when the COVID happened was, no, it can't happen to us. The first thing is denial. No, it can't happen to. I mean, what China mein hai. It's not in India. I mean, it's in China, and people who eat all those bats and everything. How can it come to us? We are very good people. We pray every day. We are vegetarians, most of us, and we don't eat bats. If all the thing that we do is probably eat chicken. Even if it's come, maybe it is only in Delhi, because people in Delhi have traveled outside, not us. It won't happen to us. That's the first thing, denial. It can't happen to us. Then is when the anger starts. When it bursts out, we're all angry. How come this has happened to me? Because I didn't do anything wrong. It's the first thing that I told you in my first slide. You have done everything right in your life. You had a great life. You were a good student. You were getting 80%. You were about to give your exams. But here you go. You had no reason to be in this situation. And you're angry now. Now you don't know what to do, because you didn't create the situation, but you're a part of the entire problem now, because you are a part of the system and it is affecting everybody. Okay, that's the second step that happens in this situation. Once that anger goes off is when you start bargaining, right? I'm sure you all remember when, I don't know if you remember, I still remember, I think the 3rd or 4th of March or whatever, when our Prime Minister announced, saying that, guys, 10 days, 15 days lockdown. We will look at the situation. We will ensure everything goes right. We will do it. And then it extended. Now we are almost 3 months into, I think, the longest lockdown, I think, in the history of India. I think globally, I think there is a measure to be done. All right. Now we are bargaining, right? Now there are certain governments which are saying, okay, fine, we understand this. We are going to do so many things. Others will be allowed to do so many things. The bargaining starts, and you want to ensure that now you have settled that in your mind, understood that this is something that we have to live with. So now let me see what's the best bargain I can get. All right. Then is when this is a very important stage. A lot of people get into a depression mode. All right. And this is a mode when you say, oh, I don't know whether I will ever be able to come out of this. Okay. And a lot of us during this time are on that edge, trying to find out whether, mera kya hoga life mein. And that's why you have to really move forward. Okay. And it could be and everybody goes through this. It's not that I don't, or I'm an exception. Everybody will. Fundamentally, the difference is, would you carry on with the depression or you move forward? Okay. Which is the last thing, and which is acceptance. The moment we accept that this is something that we have to live with, okay, you will see the light at the end of the tunnel. It's critical. Believe me when I say that. And you are all young people. You have all gone through the same thing. I'm sure you've been discussing with your friends on WhatsApp and all other things. Kya ho raha hai mere saath and all that. I think I'm going to depress. I don't know what will happen to my scores. I have to still waiting for my exam results. I don't know if I will be able to take an admission this year. Because of something that you don't have control on. But the moment you accept that, okay, this is fine, this is going to continue, is when you will be able to take action. Okay. And let me give you a quick background and a quick remedy to this. The idea is the faster you move from each one of these steps and come to the fifth step, which is acceptance, you will be in the right state of mind. Okay, it's very important you move to the fifth step as soon as possible. Do not get stuck in any one of those, because it will burn you out. Just come to the try. You will all go through the steps. It's just that how fast you are able to get out of the steps and reach the last steps of acceptance. Okay. Once you've done that, let me tell you something. This is what happens. Once you accepted that, then the fact that whatever you need in life, okay, will not come from where you're sitting right now. If you're sitting at home, I know some of you probably lying down on the sofa and listening to me. That's all fine, But if you think that you're going to sit in the comfort zone and not do anything about it, it'll not happen. Believe me, and I can say this out of complete experience across various industries, various events that have happened in our lives. We have gone through other situations where in life where we would have had a complete breakdown. But if we were to just sit down and say, "Oh, I don't think it's going to happen," okay, we would not have been where we are today. A lot of us, okay. But this is for a lot of youngsters who are part of this webinar today. Let me tell you, this is the time when you have to take action and action things for yourself. Because if you think, "Hey, I don't think I want to do this right now. I will consider other options." I have no problem with that. Consider options, but do something about it. Don't just sit and think about it. Okay, you really have to go through an action item. I'm sure the history is full of examples. World War II, Germany, Japan. If they were sitting today, they wouldn't have been nations of the caliber that they are today. They had lost wars. Just imagine, they lost millions of their own people. Okay, the entire world had given upon them. They were called names by countries, and but they just believed that they had to move forward. And today, Japan, Germany, these are all countries which are even today the top 5 countries in the world. Look at China. Sorry, I'm sure we all have those sentiments right now about China, but China, look at China. If they were just sitting just like ducks, we wouldn't have been worried about China. Look at China. The people really did what they had to do to become an economic power, and that's what we have to understand. Okay, we have to get out of the comfort zone. We have to have a clear goal on what we want to do. I think I don't have to even say much about it. There are people, and I think earlier there was a time when we had to give examples of other countries and other people, right? I think today within India, okay, there are numerous examples of people who have come out of their shells. They have broken the walls of what we thought, "Hamare bas ki baat nahi hai ye." That kind of a thought process. Okay, people have really broken out of that. Can you believe a company like Byju's, okay, in India, a unicorn, a $1 billion company, all right, Jio, okay, 15 years ago we thought, what would Reliance do? Reliance would, they are into oil and that's it. Okay, they're fine. Look at the kind of companies we have today. Swiggy, you are all born in the world. We can't imagine a Swiggy. Let me tell you, people who were born in the 70s, 80s could not even imagine there is something like a Swiggy could happen. Uber, Ola. I can tell you, your parents would also tell you, we would have to have a name of a taxi stand number. Bhaiya, raat ko gaadi, please, 4 baje bhej dena, right? That kind of a thing. I'm sure some of you would have experienced that, in your lifetime, but we still remember those days. We used to have at least the number of 4 or 5 taxi guys to ensure, we have to go somewhere, please pick us up. Those things have changed. Okay. And that's because people have moved to the new pastures and they realize that there's a lot of things that can happen. So today, what the amount of technology, the amount of capital available, the amount of knowledge that is available, it's immense, and it doesn't stop anybody to becoming what they want to, as long as what we just said earlier, hard work, and the fact that you have a fertile mind which says, I want to do this, I have a great idea which can be implemented. You are up for grabs. There are people who will pick you up because of a great idea. Let's move forward. Again, these are hard choices, believe me. And I can keep talking about it for the entire day, until as I say, the cows come home. But these choices will take some of your strongest will, because you have to take that action. You have to put your foot down, say, I want to do this. I'm ready to face those difficult times, because only then, believe me, you will be able to sail through. And I probably talk to close to 30 students almost every day on a one-to-one basis, because a lot of them, come through for our interview sessions, and want to still understand why. There are a lot of people who say we want to do management programs. Okay, but why? Some have very clear vision why they want to do it. Most of them have said, because I think after graduation, if I do my MBA, I will probably get a job. Okay, that's okay, fine, fair enough. That's probably the trend. But if you and in this situation, and especially in these times, it will take you much more than thinking that you want to do a program because uh, I want to get a job. Because now it's about your safety, about everything else. Your parents telling you, you may want to do it tomorrow or day after tomorrow, or in the sense, when I say day after tomorrow, tomorrow is like the next year or the day after year, because it will take you to decide that now. Because I tell you one thing, we are in the situation today. By the time you finish your programs, okay, you would be in 2022, and believe me, it will fly like nobody's. I mean, just imagine, we are already 6 months down this year, and most of us would have not much during this year, except for probably sitting at home. Okay, it has taken us a lot of will, and really strong will, to ensure what we are doing. My entire team at BSB is doing a lot of stuff every day. We are, by the way, we are working from home, and we have accepted that change. Okay, but if we were to just sit at home and say, no, I don't think it's going to happen, believe me, we would not have started our next batch. And that's what we are. We have already in a position where we're going to start our next batch by the end of July. Okay, and we are all excited about it, because if we had not taken that decision, we would be saying, let's just forget about things. We will think about education next year. Let the students worry about themselves. No, that's not it. You have to take that decision for yourself. All right. So please think about it very carefully. Think about it from a very logical point of view, because 2 years from now, when the companies come in, they want somebody who has done their management in these years, and they say, no, this is a person who has gone through that struggle. Okay, and they will stand through everything. And that's something that companies really look at. They will, if they see a gap in between your education, and you would say, no, I'm sorry, sir, it was COVID. But maybe it was COVID for you, but there are other 1 lakh students who are also gone through those programs, right? They would want to consider them rather than somebody who's probably taken a break. Okay, when I'm saying this, I am at no point of time saying has to be a disregard in terms of your health and your safety. No, keeping all that in mind, we should be doing that. Well, as I said, there is the set of people who are thinkers. Let me think about it. Okay, मैं सोच रहा हूँ उसके बारे में. Let me see what I can do about it. Yeah, and then there are the other ones, which is the doers. Believe me, doers really make the difference. There is no doubt we need thinkers, but end of the day, I keep telling a lot of people, fine, it's good you're thinking about it, but what are you going to do about it? When are you going to do about it? And the world is run by the people who do it, and that's a fact. There are a lot of I may have the same idea as 100 of you have. You all might have the same idea, believe me. But the guy who moves first takes the cake. You think when Oyo started, I'm sure others also thinking about, but the guy who moved it first. I mean, today Oyo is a MNC. Can you believe it? In the last 5 years, the kind of stuff Oyo has achieved is unheard of in the Indian market. Okay, there are people who are ready to invest into a venture like that because they thought it was a great idea. Because it is a great idea, and why not? Look at Byju's. I mean, an online platform. Who would have thought you could have students studying from home without having to worry about going, technology is there. All you need is any electronic device which has a share screen to share. That's it. Okay. So please understand, the people that organizations will look for are people who are going to be doers. What can I say about that? We can all have a plan, right? Isn't it? But if without without all that plan is just a wish if you really don't have a way of doing it. Right? So if you don't have a plan, whatever idea you have, okay, it just will be a wish, because to reach wherever you have to reach, you have to have a plan. You can't just say, I wish, we all wish, but if you don't have a plan to reach there, it's all going to be a waste. And as I said, all that stands between a graduate and the top of the ladder is the ladder. Let me just explain this to you when I say this. Okay, you're all. I'm assuming most of you are graduates. Okay, you all want to become management students, and ensure the next couple of years you climb up the ladder. We are the ladder for you. Okay, and we have to ensure that we are able to put you on top of that, because end of the day, the ladder is something what you have to climb to reach on the top. Okay, so you have to invest in yourself, we have to invest in you. Okay, and whatever stands, as I said, whatever stands on the top of the ladder is the ladder. So how fast do you climb it, how well do you climb it, and without falling, okay, is what your success will be. And if you are not going to be climbing that ladder, okay, believe me, there is, a lot of people say there is an escalator to success. There is nothing like that, believe me when I say this, because people people whom you think have grown very fast in life, it is not because they had an escalator, because they were working very hard to on the back end, which a lot of people don't see. Okay, they have climbed more ladders than all of us put together, and that's why the success rates that they have seen. Okay, so let's ensure that happens. Okay, and let me just give you a very simple understanding of what Generation Next is all about. You're all Generation Z for us, and you have not seen a world without technology. And I'm sure you would have heard this 100 times before. You would have heard it from a lot of people, saying that हमारे ज़माने में तो मोबाइल ही नहीं था, and all of that. I'm sure you're tired of listening to something like that. Okay, but the fact remains, because you were born in an era. Okay, you all understand it better than any one of us. Okay, so you are a generation which has seen YouTube from the time, from the time you're born. This is something called, a phone is a part of is an extended arm of your body. All of you have one. My 7-year-old has one. He thinks, it is his birthright to have a phone. Okay, and a lot of you understand how to navigate through all of this much better than a lot of us, for that matter, to be honest. Okay, but for you, technology is not something scary. For a lot of people who are from the older generation, even today, if there is a video call which comes on their phone, they get scared. ऐसे क्यों हो रहा है? All of that. So we have to be very sure about what kind of technology is coming in for you, and why you are the people, you are the next generation which should be able to embrace all of this as a part of the change that is going through. Now, this is just a figure, and just look at that figure: 2003 to 2020, 7.6 billion people. Okay, from 6.3, the number of, thankfully, the population hasn't really grown drastically there, but look at the number of devices that are connected. Okay, and I'm not saying this. This is just an average. Does not that mean that every household has this, but 50 billion connected devices. This could be anything. This could be a mobile phone. This could be a television. This could be a laptop. Everything. And look at the staggering number. Almost 6.5 devices per person. That's humongous. That's just way too much for consumption for students. So that's the kind of world that is today. We're all connected. So than ever before. Of course, there are a lot of argument which may come with that we have technology to connect, but we are probably not connecting as people. That's a different argument altogether. But as a connected world, the number of devices that we can have is just humongous. And if just imagine we add the number of channels and the other kind of where we can be seen and where we can connect with people, this will be 3 times more. This is just the devices that we're talking about. Just imagine all the apps that we have, YouTube's and WhatsApp and Telegrams and everything else. It'll probably be 3 times more than all this is put together. Guys, all I can say before I finish this is, don't close the book, just turn the page. What I mean to say that by is, don't give up. Okay, don't give up now, because this is just a bad phase, and that's the page I'm trying to turn for you. This is a time which has come. It's okay. It'll go as fast as it's come. It'll take us, but it will surely make you stronger because you've gone through it. A lot of things for this generation, you probably have never seen a lot of other uh, uh, bad things, if I may want to use the word, that you guys have not seen. But this is something that you are, for the first time in your lifetime, are seeing, which is really affecting you. So it should and it will make you stronger for the coming maybe 100 years, because you know we just hope it doesn't show up ever again. But if it does, not in your lifetime again. That's what it is. So I would request you again, don't close the book, just turn your page, simply move on, turn that page, get to the next level of where you are right now and do something. Start that journey, because we are all sitting at home thinking there will be a miracle which will happen, and then the sun will rise and everything will go away. It won't happen. Okay, this is here to stay. Let's not sit at home and wait for some miracle to happen. It will not happen. You have to make that change yourself. Okay, believe me, it will change your life. All right. And believe me when I say this, a lot of students, we will all regret it. I wish I had done this. I wish I had done that. I wish I had listened to somebody. And this is one of those wishes. And this year especially, is something that you will really want to not ignore. This is a time for action. A lot of people, we are not, a lot of people had circumstances in their lives earlier where they wished that had done something, and they're probably regretting it. And I think for you, and you're a young generation, you're 21, 23-year-old young people, you should be taking that leap, making that impact for yourself. Because as I said again, don't look at what is today, look at the future which is coming for you. 2 years from now, this world will be completely changed. I know, wearing a mask is a completely different change. I mean, we are people who love to hug each other, meet each other. We love the crowd. We love our crowds. But that's going to change. Just before this webinar was starting, I said, I was just trying to get I said, I was telling my family, I have a meeting. And I said, oh, we're going for, and the joke was, why don't you take your mask along? Even on a webinar, can you believe that? Because that's into the mind now. People think, if you're going for a meeting or going out, please carry your mask. It's not, that's the reality today, and we have to accept it. That's it, guys. I think I've run through most of it. Any questions? I'm all up to answer your questions. Janvi, all yours.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your valuable insights that you've provided to each and every participant present today. I request everybody to put up any questions if you have into the chat box, and we would be taking up the same.
Oh, okay. I see a lot of questions which is saying results. Okay. All right. And good evening. All right. That's all fine. Okay. Are we talking about, I guess we are talking about the quiz results, right? I think a lot of you have joined just to find out about the quiz results. Well, okay, I think I would probably give you that announcement. The quiz have been conducted. I think we have had a large participation on that event. All right, and I'm very happy to announce that earlier we had around, I think around 50 odd scholarships to give away. We have, after the tremendous response that we've had, I think we are looking at close to 100 odd scholarships to be given. And within the next, I think, what's the time like? 7:30, right? I think the next 2 hours, you should have your results in your, all those people who have won, of course, would get their results in the next 2 hours. I think it's just a matter of compiling them. And once we have that, we will be sending it to you. And I think anybody wants any more details on that, or for that matter, 1 second. Yeah, yeah. I think that's the details on the screen. Anybody who wants to apply for the course, of course, as I'm sure all of you know, the scholarship is only meant for students who are applying for the management course. It's not something. It's not a giveaway. It's not a cash prize. So please ensure anybody who's applying and who has got the scholarship calls or writes on these numbers, and I'm sure the team will be able to help you through it. Any specific questions, Janvi? Anything else that anybody's asking? I'm more than happy to answer.
All right. To all the participants, if you have any questions, can you please put them up? Because I don't see any other questions coming up. No, sir, I do not see any questions coming up in the chat box.
Okay. Anything else? I guess if there are no more questions, we would like to end the webinar, and we wish everybody all the very best for their future endeavors, right? And as I said, stay safe, but make a decision for yourself.
All right.
Thank
On
you,
behalf of VSB, I would like to thank all the participants, and I would thank the entire team of VSB for this wonderful organizing this wonderful webinar today. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everyone.